Plant High School, throughout the last 6 or 7 years, we've been known for our tremendous football. But what a lot of people also know throughout the state is we've had amazing academics. And that's across the board at our school. We're one of the finest academic schools in the nation. But it's also very much true in our football team. And sometimes we've had some members of our football team that have traditionally struggled in certain subjects. And we've implemented a program that's been headed by Andrea Rogers and headed by Todd Nanny and some people who put together this program called Train Up. The Train Up program has really been an integral part of turning around the academic excellence of our young men. We've been able to take our young men who are outstanding students and allow them the opportunity to continue to be outstanding students. We've had several students over the last several years who have been the valedictorian of our school, which is quite an accomplishment considering the high academic standards of our school. We've also had our middle-of-the-road students, our students who do well in classes but need to have that time and sometimes that boost and that tutoring from our Train Up program to make sure that they're doing well in some problem areas. And then we've had our students who we've kind of red flagged. Some of our students who really need day-to-day help. And we've been able to build it into our football program to where those students are getting the academic help that they need every single day. Not only academic help that's going to just help them get the grade, but it's academic help that's making them self-sufficient in their subjects. And along with that self-sufficiency comes self-confidence. And our young men have been able to build self-confidence throughout all of the aspects of their lives because of what Train Up has provided for them. One of the main things that Train Up has done is that Train Up has provided a means for structure and organization for our young men in our program. A lot of times, and I'm a classroom teacher myself as well as the head football coach, a lot of times it's not a matter of intelligence as to whether a student is successful. Sometimes it's not even a matter of hard work. Often it's just a matter of organization and preparation. And I've had classes sometimes where I've taught honors and AP classes and then taught regular level classes. And I ask my regular level classes to take out a pen and I'll explain to them the difference between them and honors classes. And then I look around the room and half of them don't have a pen. Half of them aren't ready to go. They're not ready to go like as if they went onto the football field and they forgot their football helmet or they forgot their shoulder pads. And that hurts them in the classroom just like it would hurt them on the football field. Well, Train Up has provided some appropriate guidance. It gives them guidance in some life skills. It gives them a planner, which is an amazing organizational tool. The planner that we've used in our Train Up program has been a planner that integrates both football and academics and their daily schedule. It has a calendar. It has a place for them to keep track of their grades. It has a place where coaches check to make sure that they're keeping their structure and organization and their schedule. And then it also has a place for football. It's got a place for football plays, it's got our play sheets, and it's got notes at the end. Because truth be told, in the end, our student athletes are just that. They're student athletes. They're not students some of the time and athletes other parts of the time. They are student athletes all of the time. So we felt if we could give them an organizational tool that allowed them to be able to do their football work, which they look forward to, and then also integrate their schoolwork, that would give them some kind of more motivation to be successful in both places. For us, it's worked with flying colors. We have many young men who are some of the greatest turnaround stories that I could possibly imagine. We could go on and on and on with the list of young men who, when we started them, had GPAs well below 2.0, and now our young men who are signing scholarships at Georgia Tech and Wake Forest and Florida State and some of the great academic institutions throughout the country. We have this year alone, we have 11 players that ended up with SAT scores of over 1,100 on the two sections. 6 of those players with SAT scores of over 1,300 on the two sections of the SAT. That's an amazing amount of young men who are not only great football players, but could be Division I prospects, 1AA prospects, and many of them Ivy League prospects that are going to get the education of a lifetime because of the opportunities that have been afforded for them and because, most importantly, they've been able to their talents and their gifts to their maximum. As a football coach, the only thing that we ever try to do with our young men is we don't try to get in their way. We try to create fertile ground for them to be at their best. And that is true both on the football field and in the classroom and in society. So all we want to do is give them the ground to where they can be at their very best all the time. And although we have shortcomings and failures every once in a while, our young men are able to meet those adversities and be ready to attack the next challenge because of the scheduling, the structure, and the format that they're given on a day-to-day basis in our Train Up program. I can't think of any program that could be more applicable to high schools across the country to where you can help students that are at risk. You can help students that are our middle-of-the-road students, and you can help students who are outstanding students continue to excel in their studies while being great athletes at the same time. Train Up is that program. Train Up is the program that can do the number one goal of all educators, and that's provide fertile ground for our young people to be at their best. Thank you for your time.